Welcome back, football fans. It's Tiger football fans. We're back for another episode of Louisville High School Football Tiger Talk. Got Coach Owen Kilgore with me again today. Glad he was able to spend a little time this evening, basically finishing up spring ball. But basically want to go over a couple of things, kind of keep you in the loop, what's going on. The lockers, I think we got 28 commitments, 17 lockers left to be sponsored. The forms are available down here at the field house, or you can get them at the schoolhouse, or I'll have copies. I'll try to get as many copies out as we can, make sure they're available. Talk to Donnie, and we'll talk about the Old Tigers Association. Got the forum on that. You can read up on that online as well. Just want to try to get some interest in that and try to get that going as well. That's for alumni sponsorship. Basically, if you want to be a part of the program, we can kind of get you in there. I don't think we'll turn nobody away in that program, but just wanted to get with Coach here and talk about a little bit the spring, how it kind of finished up, as far as health-wise, and what you look forward to going into the summer. And I know you want to talk about a little bit about what you're going to speak about tomorrow at the parents' meeting. So, give you a chance to talk, Coach.
Well, I guess first I'll start off with the meeting tomorrow. It'll be at 6 o'clock in the WHS cafeteria. And just a few things we'll go over. We'll go over the summer schedule, and within the summer schedule, like when your downtime is going to be, vacation time, dead periods. When do we have 7-on-7 scheduled, and scrimmages set up for right now. And I'm sure there'll be things to add, and there might be things to take away. But it kind of gives parents an idea of when to, set their schedules. We're going to go later on during the day. I believe we're going to go 5 to 7. I know it's a little bit later, but it's a little bit cooler. I mean, last year we tried to go a little bit earlier, but we always had to back it up because of heat. So go ahead and do that, and then hopefully maybe some days we can go in the morning. But that in the evening allows kids to work during the day, so we'll do that. And so we got a busy summer. I look forward to it. I enjoy the summers, and we'll try to have some fun and work hard. But we'll go over a little bit more of that in detail, and what all they'll need, like as far as freshmen or any newcomers, and when they need to show up. But yeah, as far as the spring goes, I think it was a good spring. It was different. We wasn't able to do a lot of 11-on-11 at any point. We just had a few guys out. Still some guys coming back from last season. There's a lot of baseball guys, and not having 8th graders right now kind of hurts for that. But we got to see a whole lot. I think the offensive line, for the most part, they're who they are. I know we got some guys that playing with them in high school that could really help us. They're really, good size for their age. But I think we got to solidify them. They kind of know the main stuff of their offense and how to run it and play different positions within the offensive line. It was really, really good. I think we got to see a few guys, work it out at running back. Truden Kilgore did good, and for the first half of spring, and I think he sees it really well. He's a strong kid, big kid, runs hard. And then Levi Griffith, he does a little bit of everything. But he's somebody you can put there and give you tough yards. Has good speed. So that was a plus because we thought those guys could do it. It wasn't no surprise. We was good to see them do it. And then at receiver, a lot of those guys really, worked hard. I think they got better every day. I think, that Braden Bull, is really, going to have to help us. And I think he's got the ability to be a really, really good ball player. And I think this is going through his junior year. I think he's ready to make that step. Because he's got some, elite quickness, and so I think he had a really good spring. Tony Hillis has done an awesome job getting better. Got really good speed, got tons of energy, becoming more consistent with his hands, and his junior work lab has gotten so much better. And then Tyson Bashirs, who played basketball, he came in and did a lot of really good stuff for the basketball team. Very impressive. He's a basketball kid, but he's natural at football, and I think he's got a big chance that you can't really replicate. I think he's got some, take the top off top speed hopefully, and and he's a smooth runner. Got great ball skills to not really play football. And those are some guys off the top of my head that, hasn't really, made a huge impact in the past that, that we think they really can. And then all across the offensive line, there's numbers of them. I think they're all about interchangeable right now. And got some good leadership on the line with Eli Fine. He's had a great spring. He's a totally different ball player than what he was from last year. Good ball player last year, but just his body's changed. The mental side has changed. Connor Staley, he's coming back from the injury last year, but he's one of the best offensive linemen around, I believe. Tough, strong, played a lot of ball. He's a great leader, so he's able to, that's a good room. Got some other guys like Jagger and some guys who've kind of been in it, and who I think are for big guys, and you think offensive line. Those guys are really, really fun to coach. They work hard. They're probably the hardest working group on the whole team. So that makes it fun, and you want to play hard for them because they're giving you all they got every play. But I think we had a really good spring, especially offensively. Just a little bit of new stuff and all that stuff. I think we got a good grasp on what we want to do defensively. We weren't able to really get, I would guess, quality reps against our defense, but we got to line up and we know responsibilities. And we know how to line up to a bunch of different stuff. So we just.
Any injuries that's going to linger into the summer, late fall, early fall, or you think you're going to be okay there so far?
Probably there was one that it's going to take a little bit of time to get back. Hated for him, but I know this young man will work hard to get back. But coming out of the spring, I think it was pretty good. We took care of each other. We didn't put ourselves in harm's way too much, so to speak.
And like I say, defense, you can kind of ramp that up pretty quick. I know you said you worked on offense quite a bit in the spring here, but defense, like I say, I know you've got a lot of, that's your side of the ball, I think you like the best. But, I think you can get them ramped up pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So I don't think I have nothing to worry about there, but well, good. It sounds like we're going into summer in pretty good shape. Fall practice, that'll actually go full force.
I can't think of the exact date.
About the end of June, middle of June. Pretty much wide open.
Once you get, I come back from the dead period in July. You'll have about a week or two. And then it's kind of head on. End of July, August. August is, very, very busy. Get ready for season, jamboree, the scrimmages, school starting back. But once you get back from the dead period, which after the 4th of July, it's kind of wide open.
And the jamboree's going to be in Chattanooga again.
Don't know that specific date. It's whether it's going to be on a Friday or a Saturday. It'll be the weekend before home.
And that's a little different. For most people used to playing here in the valley.
In the valley.
But now moved over there. Of course, I think they still have the one in the valley, don't they?
I think they have.
They
Yeah,
have.
they did last year.
But anyway, it's a new opportunity for, especially for the kids to play on that type of
And they loved
environment
that.
field.
Yeah. That was probably the biggest thing for
Yeah,
them. Like,
get a chance.
every
to
one
try.
of them wanted to go back. You know, like
Yeah.
and I think it was good for them to kind of. I mean, we didn't make it back to there, which
Yeah.
was their goal, but like
Right.
I think they kind of took some, some fear out to playing for some fans
Yeah.
and to playing a big
Just big
stage.
stadium,
Get some of the butterflies out
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah, I'm glad it's there. I'm glad to see you participating in that again. And like I say, I'm sure it'd be nice to get there at the end of the year as well. But we'll just take that one week at a time
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to. I don't know how many shows we'll do. We might do a couple more. Kind of let the fans, if you got anything else you want to put out. I know we're still trying to get these lockers all situated. And I think we've got a good handle on that. And I thought maybe one right before the season starts, or a week or two before the kickoff, we could do maybe a show or video one at one of the local businesses here. Maybe
Yeah,
just
they
sit
could.
down and bring in some alumni, former players, old timers, new. Like Troy said, we've got a couple of 18 championship players on the staff.
And staff,
here.
they're
So,
fun to
so
talk to.
they might not want to talk to. They'll talk to me in the car, but they won't talk to me on the couch. So we'll have to work on that. But and then we got some of the old timers like Butch Holland and
Yeah. Awesome.
I'd like to get to the bottom of that story he tells about the injury on the field, and he looked up and I don't know how the fans taking it. See if that's for real or not.
Yeah.
But we'll just.
I'm sure he's really hurt.
Yeah, if he don't tell us the truth, we can always ask Ginger. But, and then we got you got there's several old timers there I'd like to talk to and bring up. So hopefully one of the businesses here invite us by. We can set up a little tent or something. And hopefully by that time I can go live and
Go live. And
we can just
really do
have a good time and.
Yeah.
And do something up before the season starts. And I know it's going to be good after the game. I know we can fit it in. I like to do something after the games on Friday night, or maybe win or lose. We can
No,
sit
I
here
think
and talk about it.
I think that'd be awesome.
Just I ain't set up enough to do a college show. We might want to do a college show.
I don't know if I want a college
show or either.
But I can't explain on that why I made
Yeah.
a bad decision. or
Well, I
something,
mean,
you know.
I think it'd be an opportunity for the fans. We can kind of review the stats.
Yeah, I think that'd give you more. Like, it's hard to give insight before a
Yeah.
game or
Yeah.
even now.
Because you don't know what's going to
No,
happen.
you can get more insight post game.
Right. So I'd like to do that maybe an hour or so after the game. It might be late, but we'll
Get it
put
out
it.
there.
We'll get it out there, and people watch it Saturday morning or whatever they want to do. But like I say, just go over the stats, talk about the ins and outs, what you felt like, some of the positives, some of the things we need to work on, some things we didn't do good.
Yeah.
Just go over
There's a
that
lot.
and just let people that stand on the fence maybe understand a few things. why this decision was made, or why we did this, or why we didn't do that, or maybe the guy on the fence was right. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Yep.
You can't ever tell. But yeah, we'll do that. I look forward to it. I want to kind of keep this going, and had a lot of positive feedback from it. So
Good.
so we'll keep it going and try to help out. Like I say, I got a little time here I can spend to do this. I don't care to do it. I enjoy doing it. So just want to do something to kind of help the team. But Coach, you got anything else you want to bring
Well,
up?
I was sitting here thinking, like, man, I hope I didn't, I know I left a lot of people out when I was just
Yeah.
naming names, but I think it'd be a shame if I didn't mention the spring that Ad McDougal's had.
Yeah.
Do anything and do it at a high level. Just smart, athletic, really good football player. I expect a really good, big senior year from him.
Good.
So I wanted to throw that out there, and then just I'm excited about our season and just the season for our middle school.
Right.
They got some really good groups coming up, and just those guys were young last year, and the Pee Wee starting to come along. I think it's our goal. It's the coaching staff and even our team want to get more involved with the Pee Wee and love to kind of get it going to where it builds into this. It's one Whitwell, and
It's
so
the future.
It's
right?
the future,
Yeah.
and it's
That's your.
Whitwell. It's a community based and everything it does, and so we gotta make sure that's always staying on the right page. Just building it up, and I know they wouldn't be able to do everything we do, but that's not that they're hearing a lot of the same stuff. They're learning the same drills. I think it's a big thing, and learn how to tackle, how we coach leverage, just little stuff, and.
It's always better to grow young,
It is.
It's, you take a kid that's wore the red and white from Pee Wee on up to his senior year. I mean, it means something to him, or he wouldn't be there
It
that
would be
long.
done, yeah.
And I think with this day and age of high school football, you don't really see that much anymore. I mean, some of the better players will go somewhere else, or really not a hometown boy like you'd like to. It's a lot easier to root for a hometown boy than it is some superstar that you don't even know, don't even live in the community. I know I'm throwing darts here, and I probably shouldn't, but I've talked to a lot of fans that I'd much rather have a homegrown boy at quarterback as somebody out of South Alabama that pretty good ball player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just me. I mean, I'd like to play Jasper or South Pittsburgh every year, but that's just me. But that's the generation I was raised in.
Yes.
And that's what I'm used to. I know it's totally different now. You got to do different things, but that's I just like it. I think it's a good way to go, and like I said, put the interest in the homegrown boys, and that's what we got. I mean, we got them right. They're here. They're here. So it's just a matter of what we do with them. So they're here, and we don't have to go out and hunt them or whatever. We'll find them a meal and buy them a meal or something at a restaurant. Do something for them. And I wanted to do the player of the week thing too. Maybe we can do that on that Friday night after the game. Just pick a player, not only what he did the night of the game, but maybe all week leading up. It's a Sunday through Friday type deal. So and like I say, I'm not going to pick it. I'm going to let you pick it.
Well, I might.
But
I think it'd probably be best if we did that before I watched the film.
okay, yeah. It'd be live, raw
We got
emotion, right?
raw emotion. I saw him do this. I didn't see all the 90 other plays in the game.
Yeah, you can critique it on
Yeah.
Saturday, not in front of the camera. So do it that way. Well, Coach, I've enjoyed this spring, and I hope this has brought some fan interest and some keeping communicated. That was the reason we done it, was to keep line of communication going. I'm committed to continue doing that as long as it takes, and as long as you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
You the boss,
Enjoy it.
so.
Enjoy it.
But you tell me what you want, we'll do it. But appreciate everybody listening. Like I say, go back and watch the previous issues or videos, and we'll do some more in the future here. And look forward to seeing you and talk to you more. Go Tigers!
Go Tigers.